Hello, you beautiful, wonderful women. Welcome to Block 2. I'm so excited to be talking to you guys. What's so cool is that now that I've actually started to get to know you guys and we've been connecting on the Facebook page and Instagram and everything, I honestly do feel like I'm talking to a group of my friends as opposed to like a group of women that I don't yet know. So it is so nice now being able to feel like I really can connect with you through these chat videos. So with that being said, welcome to Block 2. I want to go through a few things because I am so proud of how you guys crushed Block 1. But before I talk about what you need to do to prepare and be ready to really make the most out of Block 2, I want to go back and recap Block 1 a little bit. You may have gone through it, done the 2 weeks, and felt like it was hard, but like you absolutely made the most of it and you are so proud of yourself, and that's so good. But I don't just want to say that I'm proud of those people. I also want to recognize that you may have really struggled with it. You may have missed a few workouts. You might be feeling a little bit behind. I just want to say that no matter what you were able to do in Block 1, I am still proud of the effort that you gave mentally and physically. I also want to let you know that if you are feeling behind and you're not feeling as though you're ready to jump into Block 2 just yet, that's completely okay. So what I want from you is still watch these chat videos, still participate in our Facebook group, still do everything because you are still just as much a part of the Ficro gang. But if you're a week behind and you're going to give yourself one more week in Block 1, that is nothing to be ashamed about, and it's actually better for you in terms of like how you're actually going to progress. And who cares if you're a week behind? It really doesn't matter. You're still just as much a part of everything. And then once you do your extra week or whatever you choose to do, these blocks are here for you, and the old ones aren't ever going to go away. Nothing is ever going to go away. You're always going to have access to all of this. So with that being said, let's talk about getting into Block 2, because as you know, these are weeks 3 and 4 of the program, and I am so excited for you to absolutely make the most of them. Now is the time where you're really gonna start seeing changes physically. No matter how small, you're actually gonna start to notice the work that you've been putting in start to pay off, and it's exciting. There's nothing more motivating than progress in any way, whether that be fitness performance progress, like we talked about, or body composition progress. Seeing any kind of changes happening is the most motivating factor there is, and I'm so excited for you guys to jump into this next block and start to notice those changes that you've been working so hard for and that you put so much effort in for the first 2 weeks. So when it comes to your training, I'm not gonna lie, you guys, the training does get more advanced. So what I need you to please do is, just like you did with the last block, watch all of the exercise reference videos for every single one of the new exercises and fully understand what you're doing before you go into them. I want you to make the most out of every single exercise. I don't want you to be kind of trying to figure it out, get confused, kind of half-ass it, not on purpose, but just because you don't get it, or just risk putting yourself at any kind of risk for injury. It's not good, guys. This is all about being safe and taking care of yourselves. So please watch those new videos. I also definitely encourage you to rewatch any older videos that you might still have a few questions on or not feel 100% comfortable in performing. Those old videos are there for you too. So please go back and watch any of the older ones, because obviously there are a lot of exercises that we still keep in Block 2. We're not just getting rid of all of those ones. The first thing that I also want to say is it gets harder, which means we also need to think about the weight that you are choosing. You guys, this is not a bodybuilding program. This is not a powerlifting program. This program is not designed to get you big and bulky, and will not get you big and bulky, okay? I promise. But you cannot be afraid of using weight. If you want to get stronger, if you want to get leaner and more toned, you do need to be able to challenge yourselves with the weights that you choose. Meaning that you're going to see some exercises where they are the same or similar exercises, right? With the same or slightly less reps. I'm going to give you an example. Let's just say that in Block 1, I told you to do 15 goblet squats, which I did. You did 15 goblet squats in your legs and glutes workout. In this one, I'm telling you to do 12 goblet squats with a pulse. Yes, that pulse is going to make that squat harder. However, I also want you to gauge if you're ready to up the weight, because we're progressing, guys, right? If you want to continue to improve, you do need to continue to challenge yourselves to the degree that you're pushing yourself and it's challenging, but you're still able to do it safely and with proper form. So I know I sound very intense about all of this, but you guys know how I am by now about like making sure that you're really focusing on form, but also really focusing on challenging yourselves and making sure that you are giving yourselves what you need in order to progress. So the next thing that I want to talk to you guys about is mental health. Like we talked about a lot over the first 2 weeks, mental health is just as important as the food that we consume. It's just as important as our physical health and the exercise that we're getting. We need to consciously love ourselves, okay? And that's way easier said than done. It is one of the hardest things out there to do, and it takes constant work, and it's not something that can ever just be like, oh, check, got self-love, it's done. Right? We know that it takes constant work. So while yes, on Thursdays, there's still going to be a day where you are going to be writing down that thing that you love about yourself and something that you are grateful for in your life, I actually want to challenge you with this block. Now that you have your journal with you all the time and you're used to jotting stuff down in it, quickly every day at the beginning of the day, if you can, I would really, really love it if you were able to write down one thing you loved about yourself and one thing you're grateful for. And it could just be like one word. It doesn't need to be a sentence. It doesn't need to be like anything big or long. And even if you don't have your journal with you, consciously think of something that you love about yourself and something that you're grateful for in your life. And just remind yourself of that throughout the day. It's a really great practice to get into. It takes almost no time and no effort. And I think you guys are gonna notice that on that journey to like really appreciating your body and yourself and like who you are as a person, that's like a little thing that I found really, really helps. When it comes to the diet and nutrition portion of things for the next block, okay, firstly, you guys blew me away with your recipes and your photos of recipes. It is hilarious to me how much better you are at making my own recipes than I am, especially in terms of how they look. Try out the new recipes. You're gonna see a PDF with new recipes for this block. Try them out, share your favorite ones on your Instagram page, share them in the Facebook group, let people know what you like. I really like that so much of that has been going on. And also go back, obviously like you have so many recipes there to try. Try different ones, try different snacks, try different meal prep stuff, like keep trying stuff out to find what works best for you and what you actually enjoy the most. And so I'm actually going to be adding in something else a little exciting for this block and for all of the blocks going forward. Now that we kind of have a hang of things, every time that a block ends, I'm going to be taking everyone who posted one photo or more on Instagram, referencing the Fit Girl Gang. Maybe you just tagged us in it. Maybe you talked a little bit about your journey and got a little more personal. Whatever you did, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to be entering all of those photos into a draw, and there's going to be a winner at the end of each block. So at the end of this block, you are going to be entered to win the new TFGG gear that is coming so soon. So there's going to be one winner of that. So share your photos, put them on Instagram. And you guys, if I'm not following you on the Fit Girl Gang account, make sure that you're commenting on one of my photos with a little emoji. You know what I mean. And I'll follow you back because it's so important to me that we are connected in every way possible. I want to follow your journey. I want to see what you're doing, how your workouts are going, and I want to be able to communicate with you. So I want to be following you on your personal Instagram. So that is all, you guys. I just want to say how deeply, deeply proud I am of every single one of you for everything you've done in these past 2 weeks. And that's it. So please watch the rest of these Block 2 chats, and I will talk to you guys soon.